We are surrounded by demons constantly, everywhere we go. They subtly tempt us to sin and to ignore God, little by little. A demonic attachment is much more. It's when a demonic entity attaches itself to you. It's with you 24/7, tormenting you all of the time. Its goal is to break you down mentally, physically, and spiritually, to either destroy you or possess you. This is our experience, our story with a demonic attachment. Part 1.
Hey, welcome to Day and Night, everyone. Tonight's episode is going to be amazing. I was reflecting on some of the things that we've done in the first couple seasons and where we want to go next. And the thing that just keeps popping in my head is how intense and how crazy some of the investigations were that we've done. And a big reason for that is we were dealing with an attachment, which I believe was probably demonic. But I'm not going to throw that claim out and say that's exactly what it was when we don't know for sure. But I have a lot of reasons to think that it was. So the attachment was to a friend of mine, Liz, and it's important that I tell you a little bit of her backstory. And then I'm going to show you clips from all the episodes that were about this attachment, so you can see what kind of thing we were dealing with and the things that we did. Maybe not even the best things to do if you have an attachment, but this is how we dealt with it. Before she came to Las Vegas, where we both live now, she was living in Utah, and she had some really bad things happen to her. One was losing a child, a very, very young child, an infant, in a very bad way. I don't want to get into it too much, as I would love her to tell the story one day. But I need you to know what kind of happened. And as any mourning mother would, a mother in grief, she wants to make sure that her son is okay, that her baby's okay. And she may have gotten on a ouija board. She may have taken place in some sort of rituals. I don't know all the details, but I do know she was on the ouija board before. And in her old house, she had some crazy, crazy things happening. She started getting a lot of paranormal activity, and at first it was just friendly enough, I guess, but it got very, very aggressive and started getting more violent. She had to have a religious leader come and cast that thing out and get rid of that entity. And after all this, all the hard times she'd been through, she moved to Las Vegas, and now that's where we meet. So anyway, we go on a couple investigations, and then she starts telling me about this crazy, crazy urge to get on the ouija board. And as I'm listening to her, I'm trying to use my senses and not get caught up with emotion, and I'm realizing that this is not something good that wants her on the ouija board. This is something bad, obviously, right? I mean, it's going to make her think that it might be her son. It's going to give her those kind of thoughts. It's going to do anything it can to get her on the board. If that's all she's thinking about day and night, that's pretty crazy to me. And to me, it was like, okay, this is most likely, I'm 90% sure this is the same entity that was after you the first time. And I don't know if it was trying to get possession or was trying to just ruin your life. Don't know. But if it's a demon, their intentions are never good. So anyway, I listened to her tell me about how much she needs to get on a ouija board. And I think about it and I realize, she's going to do it one way or the other. This urge is too strong. It's all she thinks about. If I don't do it with her, she's going to end up doing it by herself sometime, and that could be really, really bad. So I told her, okay, listen, we're going to do it. I'm going to get a ouija board. We'll do it together, and I'm going to watch you closely. And if I say, hey, we got to stop, or this is not what you think it is, you can't be offended by me, and we have to shut it down. That's the only way I'll do it. And she agreed. So I went out and I got a ouija board, and it came from somewhere else, so I had it blessed and I had it cleansed. And so hopefully, there wasn't anything already attached to this board, but where she was getting these urges and where things were the strongest was at her place. And they had this huge, metal shop in the back. I would call it a shed, but it's way too big to be called a shed. Just a really big shop in their backyard. That's where we felt a presence and where we felt something bad on the property. So this first episode you're gonna see is showing you clips of what happened the night we got on the Ouija board. Now, I'm not going to show this part, but I'll tell you, we originally started with both of our hands on it, and it wouldn't move. And I just felt like this thing wasn't going to give me anything. It was focused on Liz and was going to almost pretend like I wasn't there. So then Liz got the idea that, hey, do you think it would be okay if I do the Ouija board myself, if I try it by myself? Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I know she wasn't just moving it or whatever? I don't. But from being on other investigations, knowing she hasn't tried to make anything up, knowing kind of who she is and how she would go about, how she talks, the way this thing moved around the board, it wasn't how a person would do it. It was very weird, very interesting. I'd never seen a Ouija board before in my life, but I was taking it all in and I'm trying to really keep an open mind. And the way that she got shook up and the way that this thing moved, I 100% believe she was not moving the planchette on her own. So watch these clips, and this will give you a great idea of how things started and how this attachment really got going. Am I making you mad?
This demonic entity knows who I am, knows I'm not afraid of it at all, and knows that I can get rid of him, so he wants me gone.
Why? Why does me being here make you mad? I haven't been rude. I haven't even, threatened you or anything. Oh?
Once again, he's telling me to go. Now I'm going to be quiet here and just kind of let you guys watch what happens.
Really? You know I'm not leaving, right? You know I'm not leaving, right? You don't know that? I'm not leaving.
Folks.
What do you want?
Keep in mind, we had already been talking to this thing for a while now, but hadn't really gotten down to any real information. I'm going to speed this up for a second.
You want me to go? Do you want Lizzy to go? What do you want to do that you can't do with me here?
This is when things really start to get frightening and when Liz really starts to get freaked out. G. E. T. H. E. R. You know what that spells? Get her.
You know what that said? Okay. Say it again. What do you want to do that you can't do with me here?
And this is what's crazy. G. E. T. H.
You've got to go.
E. R.
I think I know what you're saying. You want to get her how? I'm not going to let you do that. Are you the same entity that goes in the house, or do you stay in here? Do you go in the house as well? Okay. Why don't we say goodbye? We've had enough. We're going to say goodbye to you right now. You can do it, Lizzy. Good job. Goodbye.
I don't want to do anymore.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I don't want to do it.
You okay?
A demon here.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Hey. Are you upset that you're not scaring me? Get out of here. You happy?
I want to go. I'm telling the truth.
I believe you. It didn't tell us anything we don't already know, Liz, so don't let that freak you out. I know it's hard not to, but...
It was weird. I remember leaving that night with everything unresolved, and that was pretty scary.
I guess we could probably argue all night if she had something to do with moving the planchette or if something else was moving the planchette. I'm telling you, I was there. You only see parts of it. She was not moving this planchette. She had no idea what it was even saying. I had to figure it out, and it wasn't easy from where I was sitting. So I leave, and a couple of weeks she's telling me that, there's some activity ramping up, like her dogs are going crazy at night. They're barking in the corner. There's nothing there. They're acting really strange. There's knocks, that she's hearing noises all night, keeping her up. And we're like, oh, this isn't good. And we kind of said, hey, that we knew we might be dealing with this, but now I still to this day firmly believe that it was the same entity that was after her before, and it just needed a way to come back through, and we let it through with the board. I think it was going to get to her one way or another, so I didn't feel too crazy about it, but another week or so goes by. She calls and she says, hey, I don't know what to do. This thing is now attacking my daughters. It's my daughter wakes up with bruises on her arm, like finger bruises, like if someone grabs your wrist or your forearm. And her other daughter's having terrible nightmares and thinking terrible things. So that night I drop what I'm doing to deal with this entity. And I hold the priesthood authority in my church. It's one reason I'm not afraid to do a lot of the things that you see me do. I don't ever want to be overconfident, because it's not me that has the power to banish certain entities or cast them out or whatever you want to call it, but it's really through Jesus Christ. But I have such a strong faith in him that it just gives me the confidence I need to go up against these things. And so in these next clips, that's what you're going to see. This is the night that I go back to the same place, back to her shop, and we're going to poke it a little bit. We're going to try to irritate him, try to get him to show his power, and then we're going to cast him away. This is the craziest evidence I've ever seen, not just in person, but I've never seen any other channel or any other group have this type of activity. So check this out.
Bye. Adios.
Hey, welcome back to Day at Night. Tonight's episode, it's a little bit more serious than most of them. Every paranormal investigator's biggest fear is taking home an attachment. Now, if you don't know what that means, it's going to a place that may be haunted, and whatever spirit or entities live there or reside there, the fear is that they can attach themselves to you and follow you home. Now, sometimes that's a demonic presence, or something that's just a really evil spirit, or some sort of other entity that has bad intentions. Liz, what are we doing tonight? Getting our intro. We're finally getting an intro.
We're exorcising a demon is what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're casting somebody out.
We have a reason to believe it may not be a demon, but
No,
also
not a demon, but to me,
but also it could be.
Alright.
And we're going back to this shop because this is one,
This is
we don't
where
want to be
he-
in the house, and two, this is where we
We found him.
had our other episode. The Ouija board episode, everyone. The Ouija board episode. If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Okay.
Scared me. This is not. Look,
And like and subscribe.
it's not working.
It doesn't matter if it works, you can still like and subscribe.
But I'm just telling
No
you
shame.
that's weird because our lights do work.
Let's go back in here, just for old time's sake.
And like and subscribe.
And like and subscribe. Mostly subscribe, like, comment, and ring the bell. That's all we're asking. But that cat ball's been going off like cray-cray.
So this entity knows why we're there, and he's trying to distract
And
us
another cat
even
ball
while we're
went off.
setting up.
What about it?
It's already dead. My battery's already dead.
You can do whatever you want. The bottom line is you're going to be gone by the end of the night.
It was really hot in there, so we were thinking about going outside.
And I'm going on airplane mode just so you all see this. Boom. Airplane mode.
There's something squeaking. My camera.
So I was just setting up to go outside. The flashlight fell off. All the cat balls are going off.
The entity is either trying to scare us by showing us what it can do, or it just wants to distract us.
Okay, you guys, just so everyone knows.
Luna, it's okay.
Just so everyone knows, that cat ball's going off again. That cat ball's going off again. So it's hot in here, so we were just gonna take it outside where there's a breeze. And all the cat balls started going off, and I wasn't recording, and it was cray-cray. And the flashlight fell off the top of there, down there.
We went outside for a minute to get the rest of the gear so we could finish setting up, and then this happens.
Lizzy, the door's shutting. I got it recording now. Door shutting. Oh gosh. They are trying to keep us out of there. The door just shut on us. All the cat balls are going off.
We felt like it's his way of saying, stay out.
And we're not set up yet. That's why we don't have cameras on stuff.
My card is like.
So going into this, the plan was to call him out, to really irritate him and aggravate him so that he could show us that he's there and what he can do. And as you're going to see, the plan worked a little too well.
Okay. So Lizzy and I are here. Tonight's more business than usual. Because whatever entity is trying to... Oh, that flashlight went on, but we didn't get it. If there's any spirits here that aren't the spirit we're going after, oh boy, that aren't the spirit we're going after, my name's Nick.
I'm Lizzy. You already know me.
And we're here to talk to all of you, but also to get rid of another attachment. Now this attachment's a coward. He preys on women and children. I don't know any more of a coward than someone that preys on women and children. Why don't you talk to us tonight? Instead of being a coward, why don't you come out and talk to us? Touch any of these devices. Let us know oh, the flashlight just went on. Touch any device. Let us know you're here, and if you're a different spirit, that's fine. We want to hear from you too. Let us know who you are. You move things. Door's moving.
The door just opened.
Is that what you're talking about? The door?
The light just went.
Cat ball right behind you. I got it. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Cat ball right next to me.
Door shut.
Door shut. We're calling out. Let us know who you are if you're in here with us. We want to talk. If you're the attachment that's causing problems with Lizzy's family, this is your chance to say something before I get rid of you.
This is dark.
Before I get rid of you, you can give me your last words. The flashlight just went on bright.
The cat balls went off.
Just so you know, you are leaving tonight. You're leaving this house and you're leaving this family alone. We tried to be nice to you, but you started crossing the line. Now you gotta go. But before I send you bye-bye, we're giving you a chance to talk. Why do you do the things that you do?
That was just a little reference, as her daughters called this the bye-bye man.
Stop. It literally was shutting.
Heard some knocking over here. Where are you? I know you don't like me. Are you trying to hide from me? Sorry for my language, but I can't stand anyone that preys on women and children. Does that make you feel tough?
Door. Holy shit!
I totally.
Oh my god, did you get that?
What?
Be careful.
What is your name?
He said be careful.
I hear you knocking over here. I hear the knocks. What's your name?
Flashlight just came on.
You want to talk through the flashlight?
Wait. What's that?
That's a temperature change. Cat ball in the corner too.
Cat ball here. What the hell? Oh my god.
Let me ask this: how many spirits? Oh, a cat ball here too. How many spirits are with us tonight?
What's going on?
Yeah,
Oh my
we
God.
see you.
Dude, my-
Door.
My hair is standing up. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can see this.
Flashlight on, off.
gosh.
Flashlight on. Door shutting. Are we pissing you off? Is that the problem? Are you getting mad? Why do you keep shutting the door?
Something's got Harley going. It's all kind of calm.
Yeah, you think you're real tough till we call you out.
Everything happens all at once. Like all at once.
The bad spirit.
The bad spirit. Yeah, we know. We want to know the name of the bad spirit. Cat ball?
Oh my god, this thing stopped recording. Are you kidding me? No!
It's all right.
Well, you got most of this. Oh, that thing just, it like, this one right here,
Uh-huh.
like flashed just a tad and then it just stopped.
Really? They don't usually do that.
No, it flickered for a second.
Oh, Red Pod! Are you right behind me there? Were you sneaking up on me? And my device caught you? Do you hate that I'm not afraid of you? Do you hate that I'm calling you out tonight? Turn the flashlight off if you hate it.
Is that you knocking?
You want us to think you're a demon. Maybe you are.
You hear that?
Yeah. Let us know. I'm giving you a chance.
The EMF reader just went off.
If there's any other spirit besides Shane or the evil entity that we want to get rid of, please let us know you're here and don't be afraid of him. He's going to be powerless. Door. All right. You trying to scare us out of here by slamming a door?
So in my typical fashion, I'm going to try to break up the tension with some of my attempted humor.
Maybe I'm wrong. Cat ball on the table. Cat ball on the table. That's a new song for any paranormal team if you want to do cat ball on the table.
Cat ball on the table.
All rights reserved to me. Copyright.
Under the ground.
Woo! What's under the ground here? We've seen some pretty good tricks. We didn't get very scared. Sorry about that. We should get more scared. Did it say Nick? Did it say Nick?
And getting called out by name is one of the scariest things that can happen.
Okay, now we're talking, calling me out. What's up?
Yep, Nick.
Cat ball right by you too.
Oh, what?
Are you hanging out by Liz?
You like me?
You got my name, that's cool. What's your name? Light up a cat ball.
Oh, door.
Door?
Door.
Does that mean you're leaving?
Door. EMF.
Ooh.
Yeah, shut it all the way.
Cat ball here too! Yeah, this is your home? You are going to be leaving tonight. Nice cat ball on the table, by the way, thank you. Good job on the door too. Can you shut the door in here? The big heavy one. Probably not. You're probably not strong enough. Cat ball on the ground! Sorry. Again, I'm giving you one last chance to show your stuff. Tell me why I shouldn't cast you out. Not many people would give you a chance. They're on. What are you gonna do?
Keep the camera
Keep the camera on.
Yep.
They're on, baby.
Holy shit.
Oh, that was loud. Get out!
Get out.
Get out with a loud thud.
Right here too.
Are you irritated?
Knock again.
Knock for as many spirits are here. I want to know how many are here. And no one will tell me.
One.
Boom, boom, one.
One, two, three.
All right, I left Liz alone in there. Turn the flashlight on if you're out here with me. Turn it on.
You left me alone?
No, I'm just right here.
With the door shutting and shit?
I just saw a cat ball.
Ah.
Come on, turn this flashlight on.
I'm gonna die.
You got it.
Oh, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Okay, I'm going back in. When Liz is saying holy S, I gotta go back in.
The door literally, it just banged and then the door flung open.
Whoa. Why did you pick on Lizzie's family? And on Lizzie?
Why'd you pick on my kids? Did you put bruises on my daughter?
Seems like a cowardly thing to do. By a coward?
You left bruises on a little girl?
Tough guy?
You're terrifying my other daughter?
Do you feel any regret for the things that you did? This be a good chance to come clean.
I don't think he's regretful at all. I don't think he's remorseful in any way.
I don't either. Okay, if he's gonna be quiet, can any other spirits come forward? He's agitated?
Yeah, he's agitated.
That's what I was trying to do. I'm gonna give you one chance to talk to Liz and say you're sorry. You can talk through the spirit box, through the headphones to me, and I'll relay the messages.
We try to get some information by using the Estes method. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm listening to the spirit box with noise-canceling headphones. I can't hear Liz's questions, so I'm letting the spirits talk to me with an unbiased response.
What is it that you want from me? What is it that you want from my daughter?
Move something.
You moved something like the door? Who are you? What is your name? Oh my god, the freaking door, dude.
Get out.
I will not get out. This is my home.
We're all good.
Not right now.
This is my home. Hey!
The dogs.
Are my dogs frightening you? Oh my gosh.
Is that it? Now.
No, my dogs don't like you.
Bye-bye.
Are you the bye-bye man? You're scaring my dogs. Get them. Are you who they call the bye-bye man? Luna, quick. What is your name? Who were you? When did you live here?
Watch the door. Okay.
Are you opening these doors?
Now what's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen? What are you gonna do? What do you want with me personally? Do you want me or do you want to talk? Do you want me to do something for you?
The last thing.
To do something for you? What is it that you want me to do?
I have to go.
No, you don't have to go. Don't be a
Don't make me. I hate him.
I believe he's referring to me
It's
there.
like a growl.
It's not weird.
Huh?
It's not weird.
It's making sense.
It made sense.
Get out of here.
Shit,
Apple.
yeah. No, that was crazy. That was
Really?
crazy. Yeah.
I thought it was like nothing. I thought it was
No.
so out there that I'm like,
No, it was going along with the questions that I asked, yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
And, what? Hurry heard a voice. I just heard a voice.
I did too. Over here?
Yes.
Yes. I did too. Holy
I don't
crap.
know what it said, but I was like, wait a minute, that was a...
I heard it too. I heard it too.
Okay. What was that squeaky squeak?
What freak was that? It sounded almost like a laugh, did it not?
What was that squeaky squeak?
What freak was that? It sounded almost like a laugh, did it not? Like,
Yeah, like...
It was time to quit goofing off and say bye-bye to the bye-bye man. Now, I'm not going to call this an exorcism. I believe that's when a person is possessed, but this was casting out an attachment or an evil entity. And I still believe that this is something that's sacred in nature, that shouldn't be taken lightly, and therefore I chose not to put this part on the video. Now, I know some people won't love that decision, but I know that you guys can respect that decision and understand where I'm coming from, and it's just not the right thing to do, I feel. I do thank you guys for understanding. Everything worked really well. Everything got very calm and peaceful, and we won. Now back to the video.
I do cast the entity away from her, away from her family, away from the property. I banish it. But my fear is, especially with Liz and her love for the paranormal and her love for ghost hunting, that we're just going to invite it back. We're constantly inviting things back when we go out and ghost hunt. When we're asking for spirits to come through and things like that, we're inviting things back. So that's always my big fear, especially with her, that we might get rid of something, but we might let it right back in. Anyway, so we don't do an investigation for a little while. I run into a psychic that already knows our situation, and she's a friend of ours, and she's telling me that, you know, what's going on with Liz and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she's like, I'm glad I saw you, so me now. And she's like, I had a terrible dream about you. I dreamt that you were in an accident and there was a ton of blood. It was a car accident. And I'm like, oh no, that's not good. She's like, yeah, and I've been really worried about you. It was like 2 nights ago. She's like, so crazy that I'm seeing you today. She says, hey, do you still have that Ouija board? And I said, yeah, I actually do. It's in my garage, not for any reason, just I don't know what to do with it. She's like, you need to get rid of it, get it out of your house, because it'll hurt you. It wants to get to Liz, but it'll hurt you if it can, because it hates you and it hates what you've done, but it's still attached to the board and you need to get rid of it. So in this next clip, this next episode, I go by myself up to a property that I want to investigate already. There's supposed to be a demonic presence there already, and so I'm like, I guess if I bring another one, is that really a bad thing? Probably is. But that's what I was thinking, and so this next clip, I'm going to go to this property out in the mountains. I'm by myself, which is crazy enough, and then I'm going to bind and bury this Ouija board. I hope you like the next episode you're about to see clips from.
There's a double reason we're going out in the middle of the desert. We're putting some closure to an old attachment, I don't want to call him a friend, a Ouija board we are going to be binding and getting rid of out in the middle of nowhere. I'm by myself because I didn't want to put anyone else in danger of getting an attachment. And hey, we got a little bit more driving to do. This is going to be scary out in the middle of nowhere by myself. But hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. This can be a little different. Make sure you stick around. Hey, and my life's at risk here tonight, so subscribe to the channel. That's all you got to do. Take a second. It's absolutely free. Subscribe, like, and hey, let's see what happens tonight. I did want to kind of show you what this looks like out here. It's pretty gorgeous. Anyway, all right, let's proceed. I just shot a little intro, figured I would film while I drive a little bit. When I'm getting really scared, it's always easiest to turn the cameras on and start talking to you guys. But what we're doing tonight is a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
On the road again.
Yeah. Just now starting to get a little nervous and scared, I guess, for what I'm about to do. I feel like it might be too loud to tell the story right now. Maybe I'll tell it, and if it doesn't come out well, I'll retell it. But psychic tells me, she got a hold of me. She said, Nick, I had some nightmares, a lot of blood, and you being in an accident. She says this thing that you banned from Lizzy, but she says it's still lingering around because he's attached to the Ouija board. And it's the Ouija board we used summoning it. She says you need to bind that board and get rid of it. Don't let anyone know where it is. So that's where I'm going. That's why I'm not saying anything about where I'm going. So we're going to bind it when we get out here. I'll show you how I'm going to bind it. Then I'm probably going to bury it. And it's already in a bad place, evil place. So that's why I don't feel so bad leaving it here. There's already something evil. But again, I'm putting myself at risk because I didn't want to bring my brother or someone else that this thing could maybe attach to somehow. So that's the mission tonight. And then I figure, hey, we'll try to, if we're not too scared, we'll try to do some investigating of this place. All right.
This is my first time ever going to this property.
This might be the fence to this property where this... Oh man, I can't even tell you the anxiety. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is it.
And this is no
The
joke.
anxiety I feel right now. The
I don't know if
evilness.
it's the evil that I'm feeling or just being so scared being by myself.
Holy shit.
First time laying eyes on this property is terrifying.
What is that thing?
So I was so freaked out. I didn't know if maybe some crazy person
actually
was
really-
living here or they're animals.
I just heard a bang. I need to just be quiet for a minute and listen.
I knew that the only way I'd be able to go through with tonight's plan would be to clear the property to make sure there was no one there.
What am I actually doing here by myself?
Hello? If anyone's here, I'll leave. I don't want any problems. I don't want to scare anybody. Total death. So if you're here, staying here, just let me know so I can take off. I don't want to walk in and scare you, and I don't want you to scare me and something bad to happen. This is the creepiest place I've ever been. I don't know where the killings happened, so I don't think I'm gonna walk in on like a bloody scene somewhere, but that would be horrible.
So there were murders here, and that's one reason I wanted to investigate the property, but that's not why I was here this night.
Well, I found it. You guys can see I'm avoiding going inside at all costs.
I just fast forwarded through the
I'm
side
really nervous
house.
about entering that main part, but if I don't,
So I did the side house first.
I'm gonna be scared all night. Hello? If anybody's here, I promise I'll leave. Just tell me you're here. No, there's a basement? Are you kidding me? Oh, shit. That was scary. This is crazy, man. Jeez, man.
So I set
Red
up some
one.
REN pods and some
There
cat
goes again,
balls
red.
just to see what would happen out here while I get ready to bind and bury the Ouija board.
What is over there? Holy cow. Okay, who's over there? Hold on. Who's setting up the red pods? Stop it. Stop what? Who's with me? You don't want me to do what I'm about to do to the board, do you?
Positive.
Okay, so you don't. Oh my gosh, I'm getting cold. There's just temperatures all around me. I will go where? All three. All three red pods just went off. Where will I go? There's those three antennas you can touch. Leave soon. Well, how come do I need to leave soon?
You can see it was really chaotic, and I believe it just wanted to distract me or scare me so that I would leave without getting rid of the board.
I hear you.
I light the candles first to get some wax, and then I start digging the hole.
You trying to distract me? Make sure the camera gets this. I don't know if you can see that. The planchette's inside, the board's inside. It's tied up. Then we're gonna run some wax. Not necessarily on the whole thing, but part of it. So this camera can see both sides are bound. We're gonna melt some wax along the edge of the box. Then our mission is complete. But
Cat ball going off right in front of me by my leg.
cat ball right in front of me. I don't know if the camera is getting that cat ball. You shut that off right in front of me. You're not hurting me, and I'm not here to hurt you either. Sorry if I scared you touching that ball. You can do. There you go. Oh, you're here to hurt me. Yeah, I'm cleansing this board. I'm cleansing this place.
Now this is really bizarre. For a while, I just got confused and
Something on me?
a little bit hazy of why I was even there.
What's going on? Glenn, you're here to hurt me. You mean here to hurt me?
It's really odd to watch this part back.
Who's here to hurt me? That cat ball's going off again. I hope either camera's getting it. If not, I need to be holding that camera. Is the thing that said they're here to hurt me, is that what's on the board? Is that what's attached to the board? Agree. Got a yes then? Probably. The lid just moved off that candle.
Man. Alright. I think I can go ahead and seal up the
So,
No, it's not ready?
Ruth.
Ruth. Who's Ruth? My grandma's name's Ruth. What do you mean by that? Notice all the REM pods stopped going off after I bound. Oh my gosh, after I bound the Ouija board, all the REM pods haven't gone off since. Holy cow.
Just a little wax on the rope on every side. Psychic. The psychic told me about this, didn't she? Who do you hate more? Did you just say in my car? What about? It's the last thing you want to hear. What's in my car?
Astral.
Something astral project into my car? Dude, this is crazy. Who's there?
Lost.
It's just nuts.
6 spirits.
6 spirits, huh? Is that what I'm working with?
It's crazy. It's describing the dream from the psychic about my car and being in an accident.
This is absolutely insane.
I realize I need to
Absolutely
quit
insane.
being distracted and get this thing buried.
False positive? Okay. Okay.
So you can see here the binding is all melted in on every spot. Who's gonna follow me? Whatever came from this board stays with this board. Anything on this property, you are not allowed to follow me home. You can talk to me and follow me around this property, but you do not have my permission to follow me.
So believe it or not, it was actually terrifying going up there by myself. Just the unknown of some crazy person living up there or some wild animal that I didn't want to walk in on. So that was pretty terrifying. I did not do an investigation, even though I wanted to. And so I decided I would go back with my brother Chris, just another person or maybe two people to kind of, you know, help me over that fear, and then we would investigate. Hey, so after a lot of thought and editing, I decided to make this a two-part video. Now, what you've seen so far is an attachment wanting to come out. So here it is, just giving Liz the urge to get on the Ouija board. And once we did, we brought that thing through. And maybe that was a big mistake, maybe not, but then you got to see us cast it out, away from her family, away from her property, which was really cool. And to know that she hasn't had problems there since is just a great testament to what we did that night. Then I get this crazy idea to go by myself and bury the Ouija board. What you'll see in part 2, in a couple more episodes that I'll show you the clips from, is us going back to this property to see if maybe that energy still is there. And my mind has been blown, and you will be astonished like I was at what you will see. So I hope you look for part 2 when it comes out in about a week. Thank you guys for watching. Love you, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Peace.
I'll follow you into the dark.